A grown man stands in the pouring rain outside a downtown Chicago diner, clutching a crumpled $5 bill. His 8-year-old daughter, soaked and shivering, presses her face against his leg. Inside, a single cheeseburger meal sits on the counter, the last food they can afford today. He looks down at her hungry eyes, then at the homeless woman collapsed on the wet sidewalk, clutching a cardboard sign that reads, "Anything helps." Without a word, he walks over, kneels, and hands her the entire steaming bag. She stares in disbelief. The little girl tugs his sleeve. "Daddy, that was ours." He forces a smile. "We'll be okay, baby. What would you do if you had one meal left for your child and a stranger needed it more? Could you give it away?" Keep watching, because 5 minutes later everything changes. Mike Reynolds, 34, used to fix engines at the South Side Auto Shop until the shop closed 6 months ago. Now he and his daughter Lily share a tiny studio, apartment paid for by the last of his late wife's life insurance. Every morning he wakes at 5 a.m., drops Lily at school, then walks the streets filling out applications. By afternoon he picks her up, pockets empty, praying tomorrow brings something. Today is worse. Rent is due in 3 days. The fridge holds half a loaf of stale bread and 1 egg. Mike counts the change in his coat. $4.87, just enough for one kid's meal at Dino's Diner, the place with the flickering neon burger that Lily calls the happy sign. Inside, the waitress, Maria, who's seen them too many times, slides the tray over without a word. 1 cheeseburger, small fries, apple slices. Lily's eyes light up for the first time all week. Mike's stomach growls so loud the cook glances over. He pretends to laugh. As they step outside into the cold November rain, they see her, Ms. Evelyn, the older woman who sits on the same corner every day. Today she's not sitting. She's slumped against the brick wall, shivering violently, her sign crumpled in the gutter. Her lips are blue. Lily whispers, "Daddy, she looks really sick." Mike freezes. The warm bag in his hand feels heavier than anything he's ever carried. He thinks of the bread and egg waiting at home. He thinks of Lily falling asleep hungry last night. Then he thinks of his wife, Sarah, who always said, "If we have enough for 2, we have enough for 3. He walks over, kneels in the puddle, and places the entire meal in Evelyn's trembling hands. "Ma'am, please eat this. It's warm." Evelyn tries to push it back. "No, child, that's yours." "It's okay," Mike says, voice cracking. "We'll figure dinner out." Lily nods, teeth chattering, and adds her apple slices on top. They walk home in silence, rain soaking through their thin coats. Lily doesn't complain once, but when they reach the apartment, she curls up on the couch, clutching her stuffed bear and whispers, "I'm really hungry, Daddy." Mike's chest caves in. He heats water for soup, hot, water with salt, and watches her pretend it's delicious. That night he lies awake, staring at the eviction notice taped to the door. The next morning he drops Lily at school and heads to another interview, this time at a warehouse, 40 minutes away by bus. He has exactly 63 cents left, not enough for the fare. He walks the whole way in the cold. At the warehouse, the manager takes one look at Mike's soaked shoes and says, "We filled the position yesterday." "Sorry, man." Mike stands in the parking lot, fists clenched so tight his nails draw blood. For the first time in months, he cries, silent, angry tears mixing with the rain. He doesn't know Evelyn ate the meal, asked the diner cook who gave it to her, wrote Mike's description on a napkin, and slipped it into her coat pocket with shaking hands. He doesn't know that. Napkin is now in the hands of someone who's been looking for him for weeks. 2 days later, Mike and Lily sit on the apartment steps sharing a single sleeve of crackers, the last food in the cupboard. The landlord has already changed the locks on 2 other units this week. A black town car pulls up, shiny, out of place in this neighborhood. A woman in a navy coat steps out holding a familiar paper bag from Dino's Diner. She scans the steps, spots Mike, and walks straight to him. "Mike Reynolds?" she asks softly. He stands, shielding Lily. "Who's asking?" "My name is Claire Hastings. I'm Evelyn Carter's attorney." She glances at Lily, smiles gently, then looks back at Mike. "Evelyn passed away last night in the hospital, peacefully." Mike's heart sinks. I'm so sorry." Claire reaches into her coat and pulls out an envelope. Before she died, she told the nurses about the man and little girl who gave her their last meal in the rain. "She made me promise to find you." She hands him the envelope. Inside is a key and a handwritten letter in shaky cursive. To the kind man and his angel daughter, you gave me dignity when I had none left. My late husband and I never had children. Everything we saved is now yours. The house, the accounts, everything. Take care of each other. Evelyn Carter. Mike stares, unable to breathe. Claire drives them across the city to a modest 2-story house in Oak Park. Paid off. Warm lights glowing. She opens the door. The fridge is stocked. There's a bedroom with unicorn curtains already waiting for Lily. Lily steps inside, eyes wide, afraid to touch anything. Daddy, is this real? Mike drops to his knees in the hallway, tears streaming. He pulls Lily close and sobs, the ugly, uncontrollable kind that 6 months of pride held back. Claire quietly places the deed in his shaking hand. She left you over $400,000, Mike. And she asked that the diner name a meal after you both, the Lillian. Mike special. It's already on the menu. Free for any family who can't pay. Mike looks up, voice barely a whisper. She didn't even know our names. She said she saw Sarah in your eyes, Claire replies. She knew. Lily tugs his sleeve. Daddy, can we have dinner now? Together? For the first time in months, Mike laughs through the tears. Yeah, baby. All the cheeseburgers you want 6 months later. Mike stands in the doorway of Lily's new school, waving as she runs to join her friends. New coat, full backpack, smile brighter than the sun. He now manages the community outreach program Evelyn's trust funded, making sure no family in Chicago ever has to choose between feeding their child or a stranger. Every Friday, he and Lily bring meals to the corner where Evelyn once sat. They leave a fresh flower and a note, paid forward. One evening, as snow falls softly, Lily places a cheeseburger on the bench and whispers, "Thank you, Miss Evelyn." Mike hugs her tight. She's watching, kiddo. And she's proud. Fade out on their footprints side by side. In the snow, 2 people who gave away their last bite and gained the world. If this story touched your heart, please hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more emotional short films every week. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a story that reminds us kindness always comes back. Tell us in the comments, would you have given away your last meal? What would you do in Mike's shoes? Your answers inspire the next story. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.